Well, good morning. It's Michelle from Michelle's Ink and Stamp It, and hope you're all doing well. I am here with another estate sale haul, and yeah, I've been having fun. This is a Paramount music roll from a piano player roll for. So I love these. She had hundreds of them, so I have already used some of it. So here's this, and here's what the piano roll looks like. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, and I'll show you how I used it. Put this back on there. I don't get it too messed up. So that was very cool. And I gotta find a place to put it here. I got some, these are cross stitch pillowcases, so I will use those in my, wash them real good and then use them in my journals. Or they could be designs on, if I'm going to slow stitch anything, I can cut around them and put them on and stitch them in that way. So I got two of those of that kind. There was two of those there, and I think I left the one that I liked the most. I think I left the other one there. So hopefully somebody else will like it too. So this is another one, and this is actual embroidery. So again, I can cut out the little designs, use them on stuff, and then the edge is crocheted, so I can use that as edging in my journals as well. So I got those, and then so where am I got this. I see these on Pinterest all the time, the graders. So this was already an old rusty one, and they put different things on them, make different designs for them, and do different things with the edges. You can use them like a towel holder or, any number of things. So I got to look up more on this one, this shape to get it, but I love the rustiness, the rusty goodness. And then this was what I loved the most. I found a Shakespeare book, and I also found a dictionary. This is just about falling apart, but all of this stuff was out. All of the pictures that were in the front of the book. This book was from 1917 is the copyright on it, and it is not, it was a weird front to it. Let's see, I think that page was right there in front. The new revised Webster's Dictionary Self-Pronouncing. So, whatever that means. So that the whole front of this part was out, so, and they were already apart, so I don't have to feel bad if I use them. So a lot of the pages are already ripped out and all muckied up, so I'll use those in my collage. And the other parts I'll use in my signatures. And the whole book was that way. And none of the edges are straight on it. I don't know if you can see that, but they're and the paper's very nice. It's not real breaky because it can be folded up. Doesn't crack. So that works good for my journals. And then I got this book, which this was barely hanging on the spine. But I love how they use, so how old was this when they used it? Because this book was from, I don't know if it even says, if it had a thing in here, but all these pages are falling out too. I don't know that I ever found a thing on here, but yeah, so the spine was together. Both covers are off. The fly sheets are actually missing. I have one fly sheet in the back, and that's it. And it wasn't not a fancy one. It's a plain color one. So these would have been attached here. And then this part has its one on the inside, but not the actual fly sheet for it. So yeah. All right. So there's that. And this book is not breaky either. The papers are, I don't know that they're rag paper, but they're pretty, oh, what do you call it? Malleable. So, yeah. All right. So let me move this over here. Put this one back over here. I just have a small area, so it's like nowhere to put things sometimes. So we stopped at another thrift store, and I got this. So, and you probably think, well, that's really stupid to get something that has all those little pieces in it. But for what I'm doing needle books. I don't know that I've showed this yet or not, but it has, I slow stitch these. And this is the pattern from Roxy Creations. My nails are all dirty from touching everything. That's so dirty. The pattern came from Roxy Creations, and this is her slow stitching pattern. I didn't get the materials with it because that part had already been done. She did a certain amount of kits, and then that was it. She just sold the pattern, so I just purchased the pattern. And because I've been wanting to do a needle book for a long time, but just never did it. So you start out with a piece of linen, and then you slow stitch all your little, you collage your fabrics all over it and slow stitch that, and then you add your embellishments. I don't want to touch it too much because, like I said, my fingers are all dirty now, and I don't happen to have a baby wipe close by, which usually I do, but I don't. And the buttons came from a thrift store. This is some lace that I rust dyed, so it looks like it has a dirty spot on it, but it's not dirty. It's actually rusty. Has all kinds of rusty bits on it. And then I embroidered in the center of those, slow stitched this edging down, and then did the blanket stitch around the outside. So when you open it up, I use a piece of batting inside, and then I put denim material down. This was from a friend gave me her husband's old denim shirt that had holes in it. So, and I always have to preface it, but you know, I'm going to tear it up, right? So I had to send her pictures of what I did with it, and him too. So this is the cuff of the shirt. So I turned that into a pocket because it was already pocket size and all stitched up for me. I just had to stitch it in. This is a piece of tatting that I got from, or needlework, I'm not sure which, but it's really old. It's not, I don't think it's crocheted. I think it's needlework of some kind. And this part was all frayed and hanging up, so I just cut out what I could, and it just happened to fit right in there. So then I used some felt on here, and put my needles in that I use. If I do my Coptic stitching, I use this. Oh, the little pair of scissors is in here, and I've tied it in with some string so that it won't fall out. This is my bookbinding needle that I use. It has a kind of a pointy edge, but it's not real pointy. And then these are for my slow stitching needles that I use to stitch them together. So then on the second page, I put in some pins, quilting pins. Then I put in a little needle threader, and then this is, I used some of this material on the outside here. I got this material from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. And then in here, so this is what I did with those little threads. So now I have, I just tied it in. I've stitched in this baker's twine. I got that from the Dollar Tree. And then put these are the 3 colors that I used on the slow stitching part. And I use embroidery thread on here, so that's not embroidery thread, but it is just some 100 reels of sewing thread, 100% polyester. There you go. And then I had put some of my laces, and I think these are from the Dollar Tree too. They were just on rolls, so I put those in there with pins. And then on this page, I added safety pins in there with a large safety pin and a small safety pin. And then in the back pocket, I put some buttons that I had at my thrift store. They sell buttons on, they open up file folders, and then they staple in all kinds of button cards with buttons on them. And then this you can use to either wrap with lace, or you can use it as a button card, say, stitch on your favorite buttons so that you have them to go wherever you want to, wherever you want. And then I just tied it up with some ribbon, sewed on the button, and then that just wraps around and closes like that. So these are great to just throw in my suitcase if I'm traveling, and that way I do have some material if something breaks. I also have a little pair of scissors. Obviously you can't take this on your on the plain bag because of the scissors, and probably because of the needles too, but you could throw it in your suitcase and then have it when you're out and about. So those are fun. And then what was I going to show you? Oh, I wanted to show you the what I did with the piano roll. So let me move this. So I think I added this card, a little cigarette card. I bought a lot of vintage cigarette cards. So in this one, I thought, oh, well, that just sets that off right there. I like it, all the different colors. So here's one of the piece of the dictionary there. And then here is a piece of the Shakespeare book that was it had already fallen out and was ripped apart. This is the piano roll. So that's how they go into the player piano. And I just staggered them. So if you put them, you know, to the center and to the center there, it starts that. I folded this up because it was too long, so then I'll have a pocket. Probably have to reinforce all of it because it's not, it's sturdy material, but I don't know how easy it would rip. And then I have a whole roll of this masking paper. I was going to say masking tape, and I don't know if it's painter's masking paper. And then this is just a plain sheet that I'll stick in somewhere. So this one, because I made it longer, will pull out. So you get a lot of writing space or decoration space, or you could, you know, glue your photos or whatever you want to do on there. So I'll be putting those in this journal. So yeah, it's coming along. All right, I think that's it for this video. It'll be a short one. I'll probably put some of this together. Like I said, my hands are dirty, so I don't want to touch too much of it for too long. So, all right, I will. Oh, and I cut off the edges. What else did I do here? See if I can find them. Probably gonna hear a big crash here pretty soon. Oh, right here, on the book that I was working on, the tailor-made journals that I had gotten, this rustic farm life. Oops, those are probably all going to be upside down. Yeah. So I have some paper bag. So I backed a couple of them with the paper bag, so now they're ready to go into the journal. So I think that's so cute with the rocking chairs. And then I backed these two with the masking paper. So I have that. And then these were little leftover bits, so this will go into my collage pot with this. And I will have that ready to go when I need it. Got another little piece over here for the middle of a section. Okay, so please like, subscribe, share if you will, and then I'll put some videos over here that you might be interested in too. So go create something fun, and I will see you the next time.